how do you feel you match up with the champion right now?
I think, the champ's a dangerous guy, but I think that was a tougher fight for me tonight than I think the title fight will be. I just think the way me and Halsey match up was the toughest opponent for me in Bellator. So I think from here forward, it looks good for me.
What did it feel like? It looked like you had a large support system out there, and I know that really fuels fighters. You go through a lot to push through these camps, and I know you put up a lot of your own money and stuff just to get through. How does it feel to have all that support in the crowd?
It's amazing to come back to Fresno, where I trained for years, and see all the people I trained with, have all the support, have my old training partners in my corner, and it's like having family out here. So it was great. It was amazing to walk out and hear that.
Did you spend any time in Fresno training for this, or was all your training camp done?
I did all my training camp in Wilmington on this one. I feel like I had a good group of guys there, and I had the first time in years that I've actually had a strength and conditioning coach, and I think that was the difference in this fight. So that was a great place for me to stay and finish out there with him.
Were you surprised at how this fight really took off? Because it looks like you hurt him early with that leg kick, and then you kind of fell down. From our side of the cage, it didn't even look like you hit him that well, but as soon as he went around the cage, you could see he was bleeding like gusto. What was going through your mind right then?
Everything went a lot faster than I thought. That was my second round plan. And I just came out in the first round. He wasn't moving exactly the way I thought, and I thought, well, I'll move forward. I'll throw what I was planning on doing in the second round. And obviously it worked out from there. I just stuck with it. Didn't go exactly the way I was wanting. I was planning on moving a little differently, but you get out there, you have to adapt to what's going on, and that's what I did, and I think it went well for me.
Well, you definitely were adjusting, because he came with he tried to come with a lot of power, and you kept turning and adjusting his power. What was going through your mind with that? Because I could hear your people screaming, he's trying to come with power. What were they training you for that? Because I know they must have prepared you for that, right?
The big thing I had to think about there was watching his right hand. He's got a very strong right hand, and just watching that, making sure I didn't let that land. And I feel like I did a pretty efficient job of staying away from that and just trying to catch him when he overcommits with it.
Can you talk us through the end of the fight?
Yeah, so at the end of the fight, I'm up against the cage. I knew it's not a great place to be with him, and I saw a chance to throw a knee to the body. I knew he's probably going to take me down on that, but I thought it'd be worth it because I'd feel comfortable on the ground. And I felt as soon as we hit the ground, his plan was to try and keep me there, finish the round there, and get in his corner. And I just knew I couldn't let that happen, and had to go to my go-to move and triangle him.
Is that going to be your signature move from here on out, or has that been and I just didn't know?
Well, I don't really want people to know about it, but I tend to like triangles.
Were you kind of caught by surprise on how fast he tapped in that?
I knew as soon as I locked it up, I knew it was over. There was no question. It was just a matter of time waiting on the referee to step in there.